The story begins with Jeffrey Grimes sleeping on a scaffolding in the middle of Barcelona, Spain. He is awakened by a boy screaming, "Someone please help me!" while banging on a door. He is also being chased by 7 walkers. The man rushes down the ladder on the scaffolding as the walkers catch the boy and devour him. The man manages to distract one walker. He shouts at it saying, "You people are sick! I don't want to hurt you!" He hits the walker in the head with his flashlight, popping one of its eyes out of its socket. Dan trips over a can as he's walking backwards. Before the walker could get at him, a woman in knight armor comes along on a Vespa, killing the walker with a poleaxe. She tells him to get up and get on. He says that they have to save the boy. She says that it's too late and asks if he speaks English. He says that he's American, and she tells him that most of Spain is convinced that it was foreigners who brought whatever the hell this is here. He asks why she helped him, and she responds that he has something she needs, and introduces herself as Claudia. After the two make it back to Claudia's apartment, Jeff points out how Claudia is taking the end of the world quite well. She says she doesn't see it as the end of the world, and that Barcelona has been ravaged by countless plagues over the centuries and they always pass. Jeff tells her that he had only been in Barcelona a few weeks before he got the call his brother Richie was hospitalized. But by the time he got to the airport, quarantines had already started. Claudia explains that she has been trying to get to the States since a rumor has started that the government has found a way to contain their outbreak. She tells him how she plans to sail to Ibiza, where one of the museum's largest donor has a runway and promised to wait for her. Jeff tells her how crazy her idea is, that even if her friend is still waiting, their mission to get to the harbor alone is impossible, which is why Claudia points out that to get to the harbor they can't go across, but go underneath, and Jeff has the one thing they need to finally be able to go all the way. Jeff tells her how insane her idea is, but Claudia reminds him of what alternative he has: either come with her or die in a foreign land. As Claudia and Jeff walk across the sewers under the infested streets of Barcelona, Jeff's mind goes back to the boy from the day before, wishing he could have done more. Claudia tells him he did all he could, even with limited resources he had. They arrive at the manhole ladder where Claudia goes up first to see if it's clear. She goes up and gives Jeff the all clear. Jeff climbs up, but as he pops his head, he finds the situation very much not all clear. Claudia tells him they are slow and just run hard, which is exactly what she does. Jeff bolts for it as well, but one of them manages to grab hold of his bag and rip it open. He swings his mace and gets free before running and jumping onto the boat. Jeff breathes a sigh of relief until a walker rises from behind him and lunges at him. Thankfully for him, Claudia's quick reflexes saves him from his grasp, but the force of his giant body falling forwards causes Claudia to fall into the water. Jeff gets up and looks at the water as he panically waits, hoping to see Claudia come up, but after a second he jumps in after them, hoping to save her. He gets down and kicks the walker as Claudia removes all her armor and swims up to the surface with Jeff. They get back up on the boat, asking if they are fine. Claudia is, but Jeff finds himself bitten on the ankle. Jeff knows what needs to happen, and even though Claudia is hesitant, he insists. He just asks her to do one thing, that if she makes it to the States, to deliver a message to his brother. He tells her his name is Richie, but everyone calls him Rick now. He tells her to tell him that he is sorry he will not be able to pay him back, but as Jeff sits on the edge of the boat, Claudia tells him she doesn't even know his last name or where to find him, but it's too late, because as the boat leaves the dock, leaving a trail of blood behind, Jeff has already turned, leaving this world on the distant shore.
Hey, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you click the like button so I can feel all mushy inside. Also, click the subscribe button while you are there, and then since you are on such a clicking roll, why not click on another awesome video that is already loaded up right here. You don't even have to watch it, just let the video play at 1% while you eat your sushi or something.